Hello guys, this is Commander DuMa signing in for a different kind of video. The first thing that I will go ahead and say that at the time of this recording, which is the December 26th, I want to wish you all happy holidays and a happy new year that's coming. I wanted to record this before Christmas, but I couldn't. So here's my late happy holidays for you all, for us all. Secondly, for those of you that don't have a lot of time like me and you want the short version of what is going to be said, here goes the short version. I have been absent from everything, from Discord, from Twitch, from a lot of other parts of my life, really, because of a combination of facts that include my work, my university, and my fatherhood, my life as a father of a kid and a husband, and all my other responsibilities as a functional, quoted, human being. And I have been absent from Discord because of anxiety-related issues. Like, the more time I spent without talking to you all, the more difficult it became for me to resume. It's basically like a snowball. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, never gets easier, right? So you kind of have to, at some point, do something about it, and this is what I'm doing right now. This video will explain all of this into a little bit more detail, and also is going to talk about the past, the present, and the future of this channel. And to you guys that are here for the short version, yes, we are finishing XCOM 2. We are probably finishing Aliens 2. And after that, probably I'll be switching to a different method on this channel. I'll be switching to a different format. I'm probably going to focus more on streaming, either on Twitch or YouTube. That still remains to be seen. And then I will post cuts and another, like maybe even like integral videos, depending on the content, depending on what I'm playing and things like that. Those things are going to be posted on YouTube rather than me having to sit and record and having like an actual schedule. For me, streaming is way more relaxed. So this is the short version. So for you guys that don't have all the time like me and wanted to listen to the short version, this is it. Thank you so much. Now, for the people that actually stuck around, I'm not like that much of an organized person to like have written a script or anything for this video. Instead, I just like separated a few points that I wanted to point out and explain to you guys. And it starts on the reasons why I have been absent, and that yet once again we went through an hiatus, right? This is a difficult word, hiatus. So yeah, as I said before, I have been working my ass off. The reason why I couldn't record this before Christmas is because I was working on the nightly shift, and for those of you that are with me since the beginning, you guys know that I have serious like sleeping schedule problems. I'm able to sleep 3 to 4 hours a day. When I have a really good day, I can sleep for 6, and we all know that we kind of need 8 hours. So yeah, I'm not in a good place. I'm always tired. I'm always like, I don't have energy to do most of the stuff that I need to do. And I do a lot of stuff. I'm working a lot because we don't have a full contingent at the place I'm working. So the people that are still there are working more as a result. I can't really complain because it's a really good job, especially on where I live. It pays really well, so I kind of like have to put up with it. And also because I'm not alone, right? I have to provide for my family. Then you take all that and you add the university. I'm not like on the university like physically. I do it from distance. I do it from my home. I only need to visit the uni to do my tests. Otherwise, I watch classes from home. And when I started it, I thought it would be way easier. I thought I would be able to do everything along, and everything would get along and fall along nicely, but it just didn't. There's a lot of stuff to be done always. I'm always like either studying or worrying about the dates I need to deliver stuff, deliver my assignments and shit, and like studying for the tests. It's stressful, really, but it's something. I'm doing something that I like. I think that I finally found something that I really want to focus on, which is game design. So yeah, I talked with you guys a few months back prior to this that I was starting to go for a game design class, and yeah, this is it. I'm studying it, and maybe in the future, who knows, I'll be able to make my own games. We'll see. And this is what I'm telling you guys. I don't have like free time. My cell phone is already ringing, and I have to stop the recording to take this call. It's really overwhelming sometimes. Like even now, as I'm recording, something went wrong on my work, and people had to make me a question about it. You know, things like that, they just happen, right? Well, resuming. So you take the work, my job, and you take the university stuff, plus like being a dad and my son going to school and all that. It culminated in me having little time free. And when I do have free time, rarely I am in a good place or in the mood to record. And this is another important point that we reach now, which are the recording sessions. When I made my PC upgrade, and when I switched offices and I went to this new room I'm in now, I thought things would be better. I would have more space and things would just be better, but they are not really. I do have more space, that's true, but my neighbors are kind of like noisy people, and it's not their fault really. Some people are just noisier than others. It just happens. It is something that I have to like deal with. Sometimes they might get annoyed at me, and it did happen actually, because one of the better times for me to record was always on the late hours after midnight, and twice I got complaints about recording because my new office is wall to wall with them. So when I record to later hours, I'm like speaking and sometimes even vocalizing a little louder than normal, and they complain to me like twice. So hey DuMa, why don't you invest in some like sound insulation or something? It's not really viable because I don't want to stay here, and because it's expensive. Here in Brazil at least is expensive stuff, especially lately, that like recently, that the little change into the politics of the country made it so it's really difficult for us to import stuff. It's really expensive to import, and when you look at national stuff, it's just way more expensive, so it's not really worth it. And I want to switch offices again, but here's the thing, I can't really just go back to my old office, because my old office is now my son's room. He's 6 years old, He needs his space, he needs his room, and as the time goes on, he will need it even more. He needs to have his like privacy. So there are a lot of things that need to happen in my house right now, and we need to change a few things. Maybe we'll change our room, and we're currently considering possibilities of like switching places. And all that culminates into me having trouble to record, because I can't really record on later hours, otherwise people will complain, my neighbors will complain. And I can't really record a lot of other times because it's either too hot or too cold when it's winter, or I have like a sun right into my face because there's no proper window, only like there's like a huge window thing that it doesn't have. I don't have the way to close it. I don't know how to explain it. Blame on me not being fluent and not having vocabulary for it. But the thing is, I have a big window here that just can't be covered, and a lot of times during the day I have the full raging sun focusing on my eyes. Take all of that and the fact that for me to record, I kind of need to have a mood. I need to have silence. I need to have like an ambience, tranquility, right, for me to record. It just never happens basically on this current setup, and it's really annoying. A lot of times I kind of want to record, but at the same time I think that it just won't work. And it connects to something that I have been observing, especially on the second season, is that a lot of times that I did record, I wasn't on a good place of mind to do it, and it resulted in me not having fun. It resulted in me in like raging more than I needed to, blaming more things in the game than I really needed to, and in a very extreme situation that you guys might remember, it even ignited a fight that it didn't need to happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. And I hate those kind of things, dude. I hate, like, this is not how I want you guys to see me. This is not how I want to record for this channel. I don't want to pass the impression that I'm not having fun. Playing games is, it's one of the things that give me the most joy. And to be able to record these games, to be actually able to share my experiences with other people, has been incredible for me. Has been something that I am enjoying a lot. And I don't want people to get the idea that I'm not enjoying the game. I want to be able to, yes, sometimes get frustrated, sometimes get annoyed, but that those things, they do not like occupy like the majority of the videos. I wanted people to like log into YouTube and watch my videos and have fun along with me, and I don't want episodes like that to repeat. So the first thing that I need to organize about it is like being able to record when I'm in a good place of mind. Right now, I just can't record most of the time. I will record and we'll get to there, but it's because we need to finish what we started, not because I'm in a good place. Like I not in a good place, but not because all my office problems were resolved. No, they're still here. It's just a matter that I need and I want to push through it so I can finish what we started. And as I spoke about finishing what we started, X2 series is going to be finished. Probably Aliens 2. And one thing that really stood out to me as something that made it difficult for me to finish this X2 season 2 is because every time I needed to make an hiatus, and again, guys, I'm not blaming you for anything. If I need to blame someone for this, then I'm going to say it's myself only. But every time that I went for an hiatus and I stopped recording, and like I missed a window of episodes when we went like for 1, 2, 3 months without episodes, we lost people along the way on the RP department. People would just not engage as they did. And it's not their fault. It's not your fault, really. It's just very hard to like keep up with something as engaging as a roleplay content, as if you don't have like consistency. And this series missed consistency. I think I failed to find the sweet spot a lot of the times. Sometimes I would put episodes too fast. Sometimes I would put the episodes too spread in between and too far from one another. And sometimes I would just like outright not record and spend like 1 or 2 months without a single entry. That is really difficult for people to keep up with. I understand. And by doing that, I kind of set myself up for fail, because every time I were to return, I would have to deal with knowing that people stopped engaging with it because of the time that I were off. And that, for someone like me that has like a lot of anxiety problems, it's really difficult to deal with. And every time I would go back, people would just let me get away with it with a slap on the wrist, and would say, hey, please do try to make do try to keep in touch, to keep us posted, because we worry about you and all that stuff. And I'm so thankful for that. But you know, there's only so many times that I can push that button, that I can smash the anxiety button, that I can like use it, quote it, to justify things, and I can expect people to understand. And I guess I'm past that point, because this is not the first, this is not the second time. It has been going on, and you know, I can't really justify it in any other way. I just can't. The more time I took to reach you guys, the more difficult it became. It only gets worse every single day, and days become weeks, weeks become months. It's always more difficult every time, and it will not get better unless I do something about it. So I will finish the series. It's a promise I made to you all, and it's a promise I'm going to keep. And also because I think our story deserves an end. The characters deserve a closure, deserve an ending. So I will be posting episodes. I will not promise a specific window between episodes, but I probably will try to finish them in a few weeks. We have like what, 5 to 6 episodes tops left. We don't have much else to do, really. It's just like the story missions and a random mission in between that might pop up, and then it will be it. Season 2 will be finished, and it will have served as a learning experience for me, for time management and all that. We always have to like try and take things in a positive note, right? But I also don't want you to feel that this is like a chore to me. It's really not. It's just that everything else in my life, pretty much the majority of it, has been a chore, and I haven't been able to keep up with everything. This is it, really. And I don't blame you guys for anything. On the contrary, if I'm recording this video, is because I feel that you guys deserve to know what's been going on. And a lot of you guys have been with me for years now. So thank you so much for it. Thank you so much. And I really sincerely apologize for all that. For all the time off, for the silence, for everything. You guys are amazing. You deserve better, and this is why I'm aiming for some changes. So, speaking of changes, now we reach the ending part of this video, I guess, after all this rambling. How am I going to continue this after everything that happened? And my answer to that is I'm probably switching the method I'm using. I'm probably switching the dynamic of this channel, and I'm probably focusing more on streaming from now on. Streaming for me is more relaxed. I feel that I don't need to have half the mood I need for recording when I'm streaming. When I have like some free time and I have like enough silence around me, I can just turn on Twitch, turn on YouTube, I don't know, and stream, have some fun, talk with you guys. It's a more relaxed experience, and I can always make some cuts and post to YouTube later. And that is the way probably the future series are going to happen. I'm going to record things on stream, and I'm going to make cuts and release them on YouTube. And probably on my secondary channel, I will use to post like the full streams, right? Where you guys can like watch the whole thing without cuts if you so wish. I find it that for the current place I'm in and the time I have, this is like the optimal thing that I can do. This is what I can do to like keep posting, keep making content, and keep having fun, really, because I have been having a lot of trouble to have fun. A lot of times I just don't have time or energy to enjoy what I like to do, and it's really taken a toll on me, really. It's something that I really need to address. And recording this video for you guys and recording XCOM episodes again is me doing something about it. And switching to streaming, hopefully in the next few days, is also going to help me a lot. So for those of you guys that stayed to the end, thank you so much. You guys are amazing, way more than I deserve, really. And hopefully on the future I don't have to record anything like even similar to this to explain things, and we can just finish stuff and yeah, just keep going with things. Maybe plan a season 3, but this time recorded on stream. Then we can have some fun together on the stream. Who knows? Maybe all this is the start of something bigger and better for me and for us as a community. For the moment, thank you so much for watching. I will be posting an XCOM episode real soon, so please look forward to that. For those of you that have been following me for all this time from the beginning, a special thank you for putting up with so much BS out from me. Oh man. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much. Love you all. Much love as always. DuMa signing out. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye bye.